Morning everybody, and this morning we're going to do one of my favorite songs, and works brilliantly on the 3-string Cigar Box guitar, and it's Blind Willie Johnson's It Ain't Nobody's Fault But Mine, written in 1927. Go and get your box, let's get on with it. Ain't nobody's fault but mine, one of those quintessential blues songs. I've already got that obvious thing that I do, you know, that sort of pumping rhythm. Just remember, you know, what I've always said, there are going to be so many people who'll play this better than me, who'll do this, that and the other. Just remember, I'm just trying to show you what I do. You know, I don't want to get into people saying, oh, you're not doing it this way and that. Well, that's all nonsense to me. I don't care. I'm having fun. And all I want to do is share that and hope that you have fun as well. If you don't like it, do something else. I don't mind. Anyway, ain't nobody's fault but mine. So the way I do this is I do one of those at the beginning and then slide into an alternating bass, which of course could go on for as long as you like, you know. It and with the stomp box and with the tambourine, as you can imagine, you know, I want people to be walking past with their sandwiches and their bottle of whatever it is, and they go, oh, what's that? That's what I'm all about. So what do I actually play there? So middle string, which in this case is the D string, because we're in open G, which is G, D, G, as you know. Middle string, so hammer on, called a hammer on because it's a hammer on. So pluck the D string and immediately slap it down with one of your fingers behind the 3rd fret. And then immediately play the top G string. And then hit the G string on the 3rd fret twice, open, D string again behind the 3rd fret, and then finish with an open G. God, I hope that all makes sense. Sounded like quite a mouthful. Octave at the 12th fret on the G string. And a harmonic at the 12th fret. We haven't talked about harmonics, have we? Right, very lightly, just rest, don't push down, just very lightly caress the string at the 12th fret and pluck it. Now if it makes a horrible noise at first, hey, that's life, just keep going. Play about. Anyway, right. Or whatever you want to play. Right, hit the strings, the top 2 strings, or definitely the bass string, and then slide at the 5th fret, slide down to the 3rd. However you want to do it, whichever finger, if you want to use a slide, use a slide. I'd like to say one thing about a slide and a 3-string guitar. It's slightly different to a 6-string guitar. Because what I like, and of course it's a question of taste and choice, but I like quite what I would describe as bad slide work. Because I like the grittiness and the guts of a 3-string guitar. I don't want perfect sounding, mind you, that wasn't very perfect sounding. I don't like perfect sounding sliding on a 3-string, you know. So I love all that, you know, that sound. I still mute, but I like it. Anyway, so, and then what you're going to do is you're going to do an alternating bass. Now, an alternating bass is called an alternating bass because you alternate the bass. So you're playing, in this case, because we've only got 3 strings, we're going to play the top 2 strings, the bass G and the D string. Now, as you would have heard, I am muting with my palm, right? So to get that gutty, ballsy sound, as much palming as you can do. So the way I'm getting that bum, 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 is I'm just it's fairly obvious, I suppose, just blocking the top G with whatever finger you like behind the 3rd fret. So you play the open G, you play the G with it fretted behind the 3rd fret, and then you play the G again open. Right, and basically keep that going as long as you like. You can do whatever you like. You can hold it. Another nice thing to do actually is do this. Especially if you've got a bit of a crowd around you, you know, and you're sort of mucking about, and you want them to think, you know, you're having fun. Oh, save me from serious musicians. Oh dear. Life is to be lived, have a bit of fun. You know what I mean? Get into it. And as you heard me then, I'm playing all the strings, so there are no rules. Right, so let's get into the basic tune itself. So come up to the 7th fret. And what I'm playing here is I'm resting my my slide on the top G string, the 3rd string if you like, or the 1st string, depending on how you look at it. Okay? And I'm playing an open G. Okay, so slide down to the 3rd. So you're playing the top G fretted at the 7th fret, and at exactly the same time the open G bass, and then immediately afterwards the D string. So that pattern is the same for the 7th fret and the 3rd fret. And then finish on ba, ba, which is open D. The same things we did earlier actually. Open D, 3rd fret on the D string, and then top G. So. Right, so what do we do then? Slide straight up to the 12th. And you've got the same pattern going up to the 12th. So we're up at the 12th fret, so it's the top G and the bass G at the same time, and the D string. Then you're going to quickly go, which of course is the 10th, 12th, 10th, and back to the 12th. What I do, and you may have seen me do that there, when I come down to the 10th, I'm going to play the bass then as well. And then back to the 12th. So from the top. And then straight. Now, this is when it gets a little bit different. We're going to go back to the 7th, but we're going to do a full bar with with the slide. So. We're at the 7th thread. So what we're going to do is hit both the G's followed by the D, 2 G's followed by the D. But sometimes you can play about with it, doesn't matter. Then slide up to the 12, played at the same time as the top G, the bass G. Now, what's happening here? We're playing the 2 G's followed by the D, followed by the G at the 12th fret. Down to the 10th. Now, here we go. So that is, again, let's just do this bit. 7, 5, open, hit it, palm it. And then 5th fret. Yeah? So 5th fret, exactly the same pattern, the 2 G's together followed by the D, down to the 3rd fret, 2 G's followed by the D, and then open. That's your introduction. Next lesson, put it all together with the singing. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Got it? Stay tuned.